Uh, Good morning, friends. My name is Kalyankar Madhav Maruti. I am work as a assistant professor in Gopikabai Sitaram Gawande Mahavidyalaya, located in the Umarkhed district. Now, I am work as a assistant professor from last 6th month in this college. I am trying to teach you based on e-learning. My qualification is MSc Zoology and my specialization in animal physiology. You know that animal physiology is the subject in which various kinds of systems in animals are studied. Then I am complete my masters in Yeshwant Mahavidyalaya, Nanded. Then I am qualified NET exam, CSR NET exam in 16th December 2018 and score 38 rank all over the India in this exam. Then I am qualified SET exam in 28th January 2018. So students, I am trying to teach you today cell cycle. We know that the body of any living organism contain one or more cells. If the organism made by single cell, then such organisms are called as unicellular organisms. On the other hand, the body of organism contain more than one cell or thousands of cells or millions of cells. Such animals are considered as multicellular organism. In nature, both unicellular and multicellular organisms are there. So students, each and every cell try to multiply, try to divide. So each and every cells try to multiply their numbers. The each and every cells can multiply by three steps, from which one is amitosis, or simply called as binary fission. Second one is a mitosis, and the third one is the meiosis. The amitosis process generally followed by some prokaryotic organisms and some eukaryotic organisms, or many prokaryotic organisms and few eukaryotic organisms. Whereas the mitosis and meiosis are the characteristics features of only eukaryotic cells. Means the eukaryotic cells are simply the mitosis and meiosis occurs only in the eukaryotic cells. Okay. So what is cell cycle? Cell cycle is nothing but the cyclical events occurs in the life of cell. Did you get it? The cyclical events occurs in the life of a cell is called as cell cycle. On the other hand, the cell cycle is also defined as the duration between two successive phases. Okay, The duration between two successive phases is called as cell cycle. We are simply says that. So what are phases? Dear students, the phases in eukaryotic cell cycles are in the broad sense are interphase and the division phase. Previously or before starting phases, we are trying to say the duration required for cell cycle in various kinds of organisms. Okay, to complete the cell cycle in prokaryotic organisms or simply in bacteria, it requires only 30 minutes. Okay, 25 to 30 minutes are required for the completion of one cell cycle in the bacteria. Okay, the bacteria can multiply only in 30 minutes, or one bacteria converted into two bacteria only in the 30. Obviously, the division rate or multiplication rate in prokaryotic organisms is high. Okay. On the other hand, some eukaryotic cells such as yeast can divide or complete their cell cycle in 90 minutes. Okay, or we say that 1.5 minute is required for the cell cycle of yeast, or simply we are called as fungus. On the other hand, the human cell or normal human cell can divide, or the human cell cycle completed in 24 hours, or simply we say that 1 day is required for the completion of human cell cycle. Students, in nature some cells are also present which do not divide at all. So what are the such cells, or which cells cannot divide in their life? Students, from which one is a neuron, second one is the neuron, we are simply says that nerve cells which are present in the brain. Second cell is a red blood cell, or we are simply called as thrombocytes or erythrocytes. Third cell which are present in the plant, and it is known as sieve cells. Okay, students, the RBC and WBC, sorry, RBC and sieve cells do not divide because in both cells the nucleus is absent. Where on this basis we are says that for division of cell cycle, for division or multiplication of cell, the nucleus is must, or the nucleus is compulsory. If the cells do not contain nucleus, then the cells do not divide or do not follow the cell cycle. Okay, then cardiac cells are also do not follow the cell cycle or do not multiply it. These are the some basic information regarding the duration of cell cycle in different kinds of organisms or different kinds of living things. Okay, then we have started the cell cycle based on the diagrams which are given. Okay, dear students, the cell cycle is broadly divided into two groups, from which one is a or two phases from which one is the interphase and the second one is the division phase. Okay, in interphase the cell going in the rest, so that's why it is also known as resting phase. Okay, why it is called as resting phase? Because for division of nucleus some preparations are required. Okay, and in interphase the cell does not divide at all, so that's why it is called as rest, or the cell do not undergo in the division, so that's why it is considered as a resting phase or interphase. Approximately 95% duration is occupied by the resting phase, whereas the division phase, okay, division phase is completed only in the 5% of the total duration. For example, we are previously says that the human cell completed their cell cycle in 24 hours, from which 22 to 23 hours are occupied by interphase or resting phase, whereas only 1 to 2 hours is required for the division of the cell or division phase. Okay, various kinds of various subphases or the various phases found in the interphase are as follows, or are as such as gap 1 phase, or simply it is known as G1 phase. S phase, simply it is called as synthetic phase or replication phase. Third one is the G2 phase or gap 2 phase. These are these three stages which are present in the interphase. Okay, G1 phase is the longest phase in all other phases. Okay, G1 phase is the longest phase on the all other phases. In G1 phase, a G1 phase started from the end of division phase. Whenever the division phase is completed, from this regions or these durations, from this time the gap 1 phases is started. Students, division phase is not a simple phase, because for division of the cells tremendous amount of energy, okay, tremendous amount of energy is wasted. Okay, or we are saying as wasted. Okay, the in gap 1 phases the synthesis of some proteins and different kinds of mRNA occurs. Okay, in G1 phase such a point where the cell cannot divide at all, then such point is called as G0 phase or quiescent phase. Okay, if the cell goes in a G0 stage, does not divide at all in their life. Okay, we are says that in G1 phase the replication, sorry, in G1 phase the protein synthesis and mRNA synthesis occurs. So which kind of proteins and which kind of mRNA synthesized in the gap 1 phase or G1 phase? The proteins which are generally involved in the S phase. Okay, the protein which are generally involved in the S phase, such proteins are synthesized in the gap 1 phase or G1 phase. What are the proteins which are used in S phase? The proteins are the enzymes required in replication, such as DNA polymerase, DNA ligase, helicase, okay, nickase. These are the proteins, or these are the enzymes which are already synthesized in gap 1 phase. Okay, so in G1 phase there is a checkpoint, we are simply called as, in Marathi it is called as toll naka. Okay, the checkpoints, it is also known as toll naka because we know that in checkpoints some parameters are checked in the cells. If the cell has abnormality, okay, if the cell is a abnormal, then such cell is arrested in the G1 check in such checkpoints. Okay, if the cell is abnormal, then it is arrested in this checkpoint which are present in the gap 1 phase, and this checkpoint is called as G1 S phase checkpoint. Okay, okay, in G1 S phase of checkpoint, okay, in G1 S phase of checkpoints, some parameters are checked, and such parameters are as the space, whenever it is present in the outside or not. If there is no space out near the cell, then such cells are arrested in the G1 phase. Other parameters are the energy rich content or the number of nucleotides. We know that, dear friends, the DNA contain approximately 6.6 into 10 raised to 9 nucleotides present in the DNA. Okay, approximately 6.6 into 10 raised to 9 nucleotides present in the DNA. In S phase, we are the cell trying to synthesize the DNA. For synthesis of new DNA strand, the cell requires 6.6 into 10 raised to 9 nucleotides. If the cell does not have such nucleotides, such number of nucleotides, then cell is remain arrested in the G1 S phase checkpoint. Okay, the next stage is the S phase, we are simply called as synthetic phase. Okay, so why it is called as synthetic phase? Because we know that synthesis, okay, synthesis is nothing but the production of something. Okay, production of something. What kind of production occurs in the S phase? Dear students, the S phase is generally responsible for the synthesis of DNA or the synthesis of genetic material. Okay, in human cell, for replication about 4 hours are required. Okay, for complete replication of human DNA, approximately 3 to 4 hours are required, depending on the cell. Okay, depending on the type of cell. So that's why the duration of S phase is more than 4 hours. It is noted that, it is observed that 5 to 6 hours are spent in S phase by each and every cells. Okay, we know that the amount of DNA doubles after the replication in the S phase. Okay, and such amount, the doubled amount, are remain stored in the cell, in the nucleus. Okay, in the nucleus. Also, another checkpoint which are present in the S phase, and such checkpoint is called as S phase checkpoint. Okay, during replication, okay, during replication, if the cell finds that some abnormality present in the DNA, okay, if the during replication the cell observed that any abnormality in the DNA, then such abnormal DNA containing cell remain arrested in the S phase checkpoint. Okay, remain arrested in the checkpoint. Okay, then after replication, in S phase, besides replication, the duplication of centriole also occurs. Okay, duplication of centriole also occurs. Then we know that the centrioles are generally required for the spindle formation during the M phase, okay, division phase. Okay, if the cell does not have centriole, then their karyokinesis does not occur, the nuclear division does not occur, or the chromosome separation does not occur if the cells does not have centriole. Okay, then after S phase, the cell cycle, after S phase, the cell cycle enter into the gap 2 phase or G2 phase. Again friends, the gap 2 phase remarked by synthesis of proteins and synthesis of mRNA. But what kinds of proteins and what kinds of mRNA synthesized in G2 phase? Dear friends, previously we said that the enzymes required in the S phase which are synthesized in gap 1 phase. On the basis we are says that the enzymes required in M phase or division phase, or the enzymes or proteins required in the M phase or division phase, such enzymes, such proteins are synthesized in the gap 2 phase or G2 phase. Okay, what kind of proteins? For example, histone proteins, which are generally required for formation of new chromosomes. Okay, histone proteins, then some cytoskeletal protein such as intermediate filament, which are required in the intermediate filament, or we says that microfilament, which are generally required for the spindle fiber formation during chromosome separation. Okay, then the duration of gap 2 phase or G2 phase is approximately, the duration of gap 2 phase or G2 phase is approximately 5 to 6 hours. Okay, 5 to 6 hours are required for gap 2 phase. Again, the G2 phase also have a checkpoint. Okay, and this checkpoint is called as G2M phase checkpoint. Okay, G2M phase checkpoint. In this checkpoint, the cell checked that or observed that the cytoskeletal proteins must be in abundant number or in required number. Okay, the centrioles must be present because centrioles are generally involved in the M phase. If the cell does not have centriole, the cell remain arrested into the G2 phase. Histone proteins, then centrioles, the availability of histone proteins, centrioles and some cytoskeletal proteins are generally checked in the G2M phase checkpoint. Okay, these are the three phases which are generally present in the interphase, which are the sub phases of interphase. Okay, then besides interphase, the second phase is division phase. We are simply says that kinesis phase. Okay, the division phase is again divided into the besides types, I am trying to say the M phase. Okay, the M phase contain two kinds of divisions or two types of divisions, from which one division is a mitotic division and the second division is the meiotic division. Okay, if the cell is a if the cell is a somatic cell, or the body cells generally follow mitosis. On the other hand, the cell is a germinal cell, then the division phase is followed by meiosis. Okay, remember students, one cell contain only one kind of division. Either the cell is somatic cell, then it will follow the mitosis. On the other hand, if the cell is a germinal cell, such as the cells of testes, the cells of ovary, or the cells which are generally involved in the in the formation of gamete. Okay, if the cell generally involved in the gametogenesis, then such cell generally follow the meiosis. Okay, again mitosis and meiosis again divided into the two phases, from which one is a karyokinesis and the other one is the cytokinesis. Okay, these are the two phases. Okay, two phases which is also present in the mitosis as well as it is present in the meiosis. Okay, the karyokinesis is nothing but the division of nucleus, students, where the karyo means nucleus and the kinesis means division. Okay, we are simply says that the division of nucleus is called as karyokinesis. Okay, the karyokinesis is again divided into four sub stages, from which one is prophase, metaphase, anaphase and telophase. Okay, karyokinesis is divided